2 of the Beginner's Guide to Angband. Let's jump right in where we left off.
There's a radiation eye. Disembodied eye crackling with energy. He can gaze at us to reduce strength. That seems scary. But we're going to try to kill him. But we're not going to get up close to melee him because a lot of the creepier monsters like E's or I's, you don't want to get close to them.
And that goes for all stationary enemies.
There's another jelly, but we're going to ignore it. There was a mold up that way, but we're going to ignore that one too. Well, we'll take out a lizard and a mouse. U in E. He's asleep, but if he was awake, he'd probably do something mean, like paralyzed. That's not good. Paralyzed means you can't do anything until you're not paralyzed anymore. While you're paralyzed, other monsters can do stuff to you, and you can die that way. I've died that way many times. He doesn't chase intruders. He only has 11 hit points, so I think we're going to try to kill him, and hopefully we kill him before he paralyzes us. It's a small risk, but I think we'll be okay. And we slayed him. Centipede, another kobold. Shaman. We just gained another level, so now we have 39 hit points. Oh, that's a lot more than we had a moment ago. So that's good. Oh, we might as well keep going here. Ooh. This is dangerous. So this is a wild cat. He's quick, and he's not erratic, so he's going to beeline to us every time. And he's going to do an average of 4 damage on his turn, but he gets 2 turns because he's quick. So he's going to do an average of 8 damage against us, so we have to be careful against him. He only has 9 life, so I'm going to risk missing and try to kill him. We killed him, no problem. Ooh, here we go. Fang, Farmer Maggot's dog. He's a bit erratic. He's also quick, but he has a life rating of 25, which is quite high, and an armor rating of 36. And 1d4, he averages 2 damage, so he doesn't seem too dangerous. But we will start with our shots, and then we will hit him with our powerful weapon, and he will flee, and we will finish him. That was easy. He's our first unique of the game. He's called a unique because there's only one of him. There's only one Fang in the whole game. Whereas there are many dogs in the game, but there's only one Fang. So he's what we call a unique monster. Ignore the jelly. There's torch. It's always good. You don't want to run out of light. And there's an unknown potion. And we can try the potion at the stair. We got a lot of different potions we picked up. That caused slowness. Let's see what this one does. Neutralize poison if we were ever to be poisoned. Blindness. Now we could quaff one of our potions to remove the blindness, but I think we'll just rest and hope that nothing starts eating us. Though that could definitely happen and we could get into trouble. So let's see what happens. But we have 39 hit points, so I think we'll be safe. Feel yourself speed up. That's good. The slowness wore off. Rest some more. You blink and your eyes clear, so that's good. Now we can go down the stairs safely. Every time you enter a new level, you should detect for any scary things nearby. There's lots to our southwest, so we're going to have some excitement and go chase these things down. Evil creature. He's out of depth, so he's dark red. That means he's on level 4, but he's native to level 7, so we have to be careful fighting him. And he has an average damage of 6 on each of his turns. But he has a lot of health at 39, so he might be a bit of a challenge. And he can also cast some spells. Let's go head over there. We'll ignore that jelly. We won't take the stairs yet, but it's always handy to know where the stairs are, in case you want to beeline to them and disengage whatever you were doing and when you got yourself into trouble.
I never recapped our last outing. Last time we killed a bunch of acolytes, novices, and soldiers, gained a few levels, found a good weapon, and learned about infravision.
Lots of different ways to go. Eventually we'll find our way over there. It's easy to get lost, and something happened there. We lost hit points. What happened was we fell into a pit and we got spiked and we lost 6 or 7 hit points. Something mutters. Whoa. Whoa. We took a long turn somewhere. So this is kind of scary. I mean, there's tons of things here. Silver mouse. Giant white rats. Smeagol. Now, Smeagol's a fun character. He moves very quickly but extremely radically. And if you kill him, he drops a single exceptional object or treasure. Most of the time he doesn't though, but he has that potential. It might be tempting to kill him, but he has 400 hit points, so we're not going to try to be doing that because, yeah, it's just not going to go well. There's a lot of creatures here. I think we're going to go up here and try to... Uh-oh, something happened. Something mutters. You sense life. Something touches you. You are terrified. You are too afraid to attack something. Well, there's something there. We could try to see if we can throw our shots at it. That was a little scary. Where's that Eastern Dwarf? So here's another thing I didn't explain earlier. This 3 means how dangerous the level is. 1 means the treasures, which means there aren't anything special here. But 3 means that there's something dangerous, or that there's a lot of monsters or something. And we've seen that there are, and we've seen that some of them are out of depth. So yeah, that's why it's a 3, not a 1 or a 2. The deeper you get in the dungeon, the more often that number is higher than lower. Speed things up a little bit now that we have more hit points. I don't know what happened to the Eastern Dwarf, but never mind. One thing this game teaches you, I have a problem getting attached to situations when I play, but it's really much better not to. Because it's a randomly generated world, so there's always something new to get, and one thing doesn't necessarily better than another. Unless you're in a vault, in which case you do want to stay attached to the items in that vault if you can get them. This is a pesky creature because he breeds explosively. So if you don't kill him early on, each one will breed and become another one. And then the more that there are, then the more that they're going to breed. And then it gets out of control and you can't kill them. And then they block the whole hallway. And then they kind of kill you with 1,000 paper cuts kind of deal. So that's kind of scary. Oh, there's Smeagol. We hit him. And he touches us and first feels lighter. And he takes us 114 of our coins. But at least he disappears. We don't have to deal with him for a little while. Green worm mass. We'll look for secret doors by walking along the walls. Well, we won't do it there because I don't want to deal with that blue jelly. Well, this jelly we'll have to deal with. Let's see what points he has. He only has a life rating of 8, so that's not going to be hard. He healed himself, but we're powerful, so we were able to kill him. And we gained another level. Now we have 45 hit points. And we have a Scroll of Light. A new potion. Now, we always have to worry about a potion being salt water or sleep. Sleep will paralyze us longer than salt water. Salt water also requires you to eat something immediately, otherwise you will starve to death. For some reason, it causes you to be completely starved. But we will try this potion. Boldness. When we detected and saw those monsters, it looked scary. When we came down here and saw the room was lit and then it was broken into 4 compartments, it really wasn't all that scary because we could attack them each compartment. It wasn't like they're all in one large room, which can be dangerous and can be scary. You should always be very wary of very large rooms. Here's a new creature, Kobold Archer. He's more scary than the other ones. He has more hit points, he has good armor, and he shoots a lot of arrows at us. And he actually has good attack dice too. So we will be wary, but not too wary. Oops, see, he shot an arrow at us. We already lost some health. Another one. 4 health for each of them. And he dropped the purple potion. Oh, the acolyte dropped it. Ooh, we got some soft leather armor. It's average, but it'll increase our AC. Now here's a nice weapon. It's nice and light, but it only does 3 damage, so I think we'll skip it. It's also average. It doesn't have any enchantments. Oh, so here we tried to disable the trap. Poison gas trap poisoned us. Again we've tried, but it's poisoned us again. Finally we have disarmed it. Now our hit points are going to go down instead of up because we're poisoned. We could try this purple portion, but we already know neutralize poison, so it's probably not going to be that. We're just going to have to wait it out. If it gets too bad, we'll have to start drinking Cure Light Wounds, but it didn't get too bad, so that's good. Pressing the equals key takes you to this options menu. I'm going to create a key map. Create key map D. I'm going to make it the slash key because it's easy for me to reach from the arrow keypad. And I'm going to have it be throw 9 apostrophe is nearest target, and then the money sign to accept my changes, and then I hit yes. And now whenever I press that key, it's going to automatically throw anything in my inventory labeled with 9. To label these iron shots with 9, I'm going to press the left brackets key. That's shift left brackets, those squiggly brackets. And then I hit the left arrow key twice, and then I press 1 to select the iron shots. And then I do @ and then I put 9. Hit enter. And now the next time I see somebody, I will just press the slash key and it'll throw my shot at him. Oh, there he is. He's next to a gray mold. The Eastern Dwarf earlier that I was thinking about trying to kill. Oh, another trap. But we won't walk into that one. Let's go this way. Oh! Something's frightening us again, but we can't see it. Oh! Something mutters, you hit something, you have killed it. Well, whatever it was, we killed it. Well, that's handy. So now we're going to hit the dash key, and it hits, so it throws the shot and it hits him. Do it again, and now he approaches us, and now we're going to hit him with our weapon. We hit him. The Eastern Dwarf tries to cast a spell but fails, so we'll hit him again. Again, he fails, and now he flees in terror. So he wasn't very hard. Oof, he dropped 4 wrinkled mushrooms. Now, one cool thing about being a hobbit is that we identify mushrooms. That means we don't have to eat them to find out what they are, or we don't have to drop them in a store to have the storekeeper tell us what they are. We pick them up and put them in our inventory and we know what they are. Fast recovery. When eaten, it heals 30 hit points, cures stunning, cures wounds, cures poisoning, cures blindness, and feeds you for 5 returns. For 5% of being full. Kill the gray mold. He is asleep. Oh, he hit us pretty good. We're gonna get him back. So now that we're character level 7, we should be hitting. Oh, that was a gray mushroom patch. That thing can attack us somehow. I thought maybe it was a mushroom to be picked up. As we level up, we should be hitting more often, so that's good. He dropped an iron wand. This is our first wand that we found in the game. And we will go to the stairs. Now I could aim this wand and just point it at something and see what happens, or just point it down the hallway. But most wands in the game need a target. They need a monster, an enemy to target to tell you what they do. We will wait for a target to try it out on. A guinea pig, as it were. This guy's a little scary. He's quick. He's not erratic, so he beelines to you. He can do 4 damage, or actually 8 since he's quick, and he gets 2 turns for every one of our turns. So we can do 8 damage, so we'll be on the lookout for him. Now, a great target to practice using wands is creatures that do not deign to chase you. Because if it's clone monster or hasten monster, we won't get ourselves into a whole bunch of trouble. Oops, we don't want to be right next to him. He's a cold jelly, so we're not going to see him until we're next to him. Infravision doesn't work on things that are cold. But we know he's there. We have 13 charges remaining. It's a wand of darkness. So basically what it does is it darkens the hallway. That has no use for us, so we're going to drop it. And we're going to squelch it. We're going to press K, select the wand of darkness, and squelch just means that you're ignoring it. You're not going to see it. It'll still be there, but it won't clutter our dungeon. We won't see it anymore since we don't need to see it anymore. It's not gone from the game, but it's gone from our view. So if I press K again, I can go into unignoring mode and see everything that I've squelched. So it's still there if I want it. I don't want to see it, so I go back to normal mode and now it's gone. There he goes. He's on us, but we're going to hit him, and he's good as dead. Hit him, he's good as dead. I generally ignore jellies. There's really no reason to try to kill them. I guess we could try this potion from a safe distance. Killing machine, Berserk Strength. So what does that mean? When quaffed, it heals 30 hit points, cures fear, and extends Berserk Rage for 25 plus 1 dice 25 sides turns. So anywhere between 26 and 50 turns. If we had been frightened by that ghost earlier and we had quaffed this, we would have stopped being afraid and he wouldn't be able to frighten us anymore, and then we would have been able to hit him. We gained another level 8 now, and we have 56 hit points. Oops. Covered in acid, that's not good. So he covers you in acid. He can damage our equipment. Fortunately, it hasn't damaged anything yet. Can't damage your weapon if you're wielding it, but it can damage your armor and your cap. We keep missing. So I'm going to back up. I don't like that I'm missing all the time. I'm going to try to create some space if I can. Most monsters go the same speed as you, but some move erratically, and then you can get a little space on them. He's way far away now. I'll wait here a little bit, and then I'll check again to see if he's getting closer. Now I'm going to show an advanced move. So far this has been a very introductory video, but this is going to be an advanced targeting trick. If I just do my throw to nearest target button, the dash, it says no available target, and then it offers to use the asterisk. So I press the asterisk. Now I'm in target any square mode instead of just any monster mode. See the red dot? Even though I'm targeting this square, if I throw my shot, it'll pass through where he is and try to get there, but it'll hit him first. So even though I couldn't target him in the traditional way, I can target him in this special way. And now when I hit target, it hits him. Cries out in pain, and I can do that again. Alright. We got another flask of oil. We haven't had to use any oils yet because we got this good weapon. We killed something. We got the cave lizard. We don't want to go upstairs. We're doing very well. We want to keep going down. Oh, what happened? We got some messages. The Shrieker mushroom patch makes a high-pitched shriek. You hear a sudden stirring in the distance. The blue ooze starts moving faster. The Shrieker mushroom patch starts moving faster. So now everything in this room is hasted, meaning they're going to do twice as much harm to us than they normally would. So he doesn't do much. He can only sit there, shriek for help, and he can't even hurt you. But this whole shriek for help business is a problem if there's other dangerous monsters in the room, because then they're all going to come at us twice as aggressive as normal, and that can be really bad. As such, we don't really have to worry about him too much. We can just come up to him, kill him, kill him. Something's trying to get us. Just want to make sure it's not the one with a lot of hit points. That's 54 hit points, so we don't think we'll try to kill it. The ones that are stationary have a lot of hit points. The ones that move don't. Another wand. We can try the wand on the stationary jelly. It doesn't tell us what it did. It might be that we have to be able to see him. So he might not be the best target because we can't see him. So we'll try this on someone that we can actually see. Someone who's warm-blooded. Here are the stairs, but since this room is lit, we'll explore it a little bit. Let's try it on him. He's warm-blooded. It is heal monster, so we don't need that. And we can squelch it. Press K and then squelch it. We also don't need... Now I'm going to hold on to the potion of blindness because there are some items in the game that can protect you from blindness. So if I pick up something that I suspect might do that, I can quaff that potion and it'll let me know if the item does in fact protect me from blindness. I'll hold on to it for now. I forgot to read the scrolls. We wanted to read those scrolls. Let's do that on the stairs in case there's something bad.
Quo Atasubi.
Buried treasure's nice. So some scrolls take you off the level quickly. So we're not going to read the other ones in case that is the case. We want to look at these objects before we do that. He had a lot of hit points. Now that's an interesting point about this game. The variability on the average hit points a monster can have is quite high. It's quite big. If you look at a monster and it says it has 1500 hit points and it can breathe for 300 damage, well, it might have 1800 hit points, in which case it can actually breathe for, say, 350 damage. So later in the game, monsters that breathe, the amount of damage their breath does is determined by how many hit points they have. The more hit points they have, the more damage their breath will do. We found better armor. We can drop the old armor. Now, as you see, when I hold both armors, I become slow. That's because I don't have a lot of strength. I only have 15 strength. The Hobbit has a -2 malice to their strength, and strength determines how much you can carry. Your burden, so my burden is, I can only carry about 102 pounds, though I have to watch what I'm carrying. But I don't need the extra armor anyway. This guy's got a little more hit points than some other ones we fought so far, and there's another main gauche of average abilities. So we don't need that. You can press capital M to get a whole view of the entire level, or what you've seen of the entire level so far. Alright, I think we're gonna try, I'll read the scroll here. It's monster confusion, so this means the next time I attack a monster with my weapon, it'll become confused. Glow fades from your hands, the giant white ant looks confused, and he flees in terror. We do have a scroll of light. Should I read it? No, it's not a very big room. It actually looks like it's a tavern. Only special rooms get lit by scrolls, so... Or square rooms, or... Yeah, see, this is a special room. It wouldn't be lit if I lit it, but I don't need to light it now that I've looked at it. Just make sure there's no secret doors. Now, in the olden days, you had to manually search for secret doors by pressing the S key. In version 4.2 and later, I believe, secret door searching became automatic, so you no longer have to press the S key. If there's a secret door nearby and your searching ability is high enough, the door will just appear automatically if there is one there. See, he's in a lit room, that's why we see him from so far away. These are fireflies. I guess I should explain them. Dragonflies, rather. So this one breathes sound. Golden creatures breathe sound in general. You have golden dragons that breathe sound. It's only breathing sound for 2 damage. That's not very bad. But sound causes stunning, and when you're stunned, you can't do things as well. You can also stun monsters, though. They can't attack as well. They can. Oh, he breathes poison. He breathes 4 poison, that's twice as much as the dragonfly.
The reason the green dragonfly breathes for twice as much damage as the yellow dragonfly is because breaths of the same elements,
No, everyone's coming for us.
acid, fire, cold, lightning, and poison, deal damage equal to 1/3 the number of hit points the monster has. Monsters that breathe other elements such as sound deal only 1/6 of their total hit points and damage.
We learned a new spell. We have the mana to cast it. Well, let's see what it does first. Cures all cuts, poison, stunning, and black breath. Well, black breath, what is that? That's not something we failed to concentrate hard enough, so we'll have to wait for a minute to recharge before we can try again. Now, one thing I want to say, new item, an amulet. Not an amulet of Yendor, but an amulet nonetheless. We don't know what it does yet. So, the shovel's causing us to be overweight, so I may not... Ooh, what's this? Wow. This is really good. This is going to do 20 damage. It has 4 dice, 4 sides. That's really good. It has really good accuracy, really good damage. It's heavy, though. I think it's 20 pounds. So the Morning Star might be better, but I think I'm going to wear this anyway, even though it's heavy, because that's really good damage. So we'll just run around overweight for a little while. It's not the end of the world. Now let's see what the digger does. It doesn't affect granite. The hash walls are granite, but the percents are magma veins. It can dig into the magma veins, and even quartz. It's only 17 turns, so we're pretty weak, so it does take some time to dig into them. Actually, let's see what our weapon does for digging. It's almost as good, but not quite. This is a little scary. A lot of dudes here. New guy, a scout. He's pretty much like all the others. He fires small arrows doesn't cast harmful spells, but he can haste himself, and he can average 5 damage per turn. So he's a little more dangerous. Take that guy. We'll just kill things in the order. These over near us, we're just going to shoot at them and see how it goes. We'll throw at them. Now, here's something that's happened. The apprentice conjures up weird things, you are confused. The scout hits you. So this is what happens when you get 2 Cavalier in this game. Well, the question marks means there might be a special ability on this weapon, which is pretty exciting. We can try to attack him when we're confused, or we can try to get rid of the confusion by curing with a Cure Light Wound. Let's try attacking first and see what happens. We got him, no problems. But now watch what happens when we throw our shots. The apprentice is targeted, you're confused. So basically, I'm completely missed. I threw it down into the corner instead of at him. If I try again, I don't know where it went, but I don't think it hit him. That time it did. Anyway, the confusion wore off. So sometimes you don't have to cure it every time. You can just wait and see if it cures on its own, because if you cure it every time, you might run out of potions. It wouldn't have been a bad idea to cure in that particular instance, but we just took it easy and slow and to see if we could get away with it, and we did without curing, and that was good. So now they're coming 2 at a time, but that's alright. We got him, and we got him. So that's a lot of damage. 20 is a lot of damage. I think this guy can drain our mana. So I think that's what just happened. I think our mana got drained a little bit. Anyway, we'll try herbal healing again. It worked. We got some experience for that. And just so you know, you can't cast spells when you're confused.
Well, that's going to do it for this episode. Tune in next time when we take on Boror the Hobbit.